So the Neewer Q4 video had a lot of questions and comments and things left to be updated, so here we are. At the end of this video, we'll discuss the issue that I had with the unit and its conclusion. Let's get started with the first question. This one is from Jason Pooler 7043. Man, I was sold on the Q4 until he said it wouldn't work with a Godox trigger. If they could fix that, then I pick one up or two. Then I guess I'll have to save for the 8400 Pro. A few of you commented that the trigger system not being compatible with Godox is disappointing. Yes, it is, as I saw it as a huge potential savings in order to get a non-8400 Pro. You wouldn't have to wait for the yearly discounts, which, by the way, we are going to post on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to stay aware. But I'll go out on a limb and think that it's probably contractual, something that we're not aware of in the background. I didn't sign the deal behind the scenes, and lots of stuff happens that we're not aware of. And in order to avoid more noise in the air, I'm not going to try to speculate too much on, since I have zero stake on either Neewer or Godox or whomever party. The next one is from GoreW6402. Thank you for the work you do on these videos. I have 4 Neewer Z1s. Will this new trigger work with them? If yes, does it have to be Sony? I asked Neewer for a Z1 and they graciously sent me one for testing. So the Z1 works with the Q4 trigger, as you can see on screen. It also works in HSS and at the same time as the Q4 trigger. The Z1 can also act like a master for your Q4, skipping entirely the need for a Q4 trigger. An example, if you're a wedding photographer and you place a Q4 light to light the entire dance floor, you can simply mount your Z1 speed light and trigger both lights using one light. Pretty cool, but it's standard. The next question is from Dunny Monster. And now those strobe, so is it weather sealed? I asked Neewer and the Q4 is not weather sealed. This is not an official solution, but you can always put a plastic bag over your light if ever you're shooting in the rain, but please don't try this at home and don't sue me, please. Chris EYZ7Y said, too compromised. Edela Vin said, I'm sorry, I don't take biased advice. And Dental New Updates Evo 4571 says, sorry to say, but you sound biased. All right, so regarding my bias, these are funny. I'm biased and compromised? By whom? I actually like the lights. Like I said, it's a non-8400 Pro for cheap and it works. I even refused a showcase, aka a paid review, for them not to influence my thoughts on it. I would have made more money by doing a showcase versus hoping that some of you would click on the affiliate links and relying on YouTube ads. I don't understand these comments, but if you feel like I'm biased, alright, I like lights. Now regarding my power woes, I went ahead and retested the entire power cycle. At the same time, I emailed the Neewer engineering team to get clarification. And in order to resolve the issue, I installed freshly charged batteries on both the light meter and the trigger to ensure the batteries were not the issue, and I reran the power test. I only found a small common issue at the bottom range of the Q4 and at the top range of the Q4. Again, this is related to power dumps, but honestly, it has nothing to do with the test itself, and I was not able to replicate the issue that I found with the first series of tests. And to give you a bit of context, the power dump basically ensures that the light gives you the requested power level. You typically will hear your light beep very frequently when not ready for proper exposure. The engineering team also came to the same conclusion that it must be a user error. So I'm happy to report that I was again not able to reproduce the issue on other stops. I went up and down the range, and here are the final results on screen. Again, I'm not certain what caused it, but I'm glad it can resolve itself and the light works as requested. So that's it for this video. Drop any further questions you have below and I'll make sure to be on the lookout. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. YvensB out.